Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Kayo ang sikat eh.
Your Majesties, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your seat.
Ilaw ka to, ilaw ka.
الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت وسلمت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ولوالدينا وارحمهما كما ربيانا صغيرا. اللهم لك الحمد كله ولك الملك كله ولك الشكر كله وبيدك الخير كله سره وعلانيته. اغفر لنا ما مضى من ذنوبنا وعصمنا فيما بقي من أعمالنا وارزقنا أعمالا طاهرة زاكية ترضى بها عنا وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. ربنا واجعلنا مسلمين لك ومن ذريتنا أمة مسلمة لك وأرنا مناسكنا وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم إنا نستودعك أدياننا وإيماننا وأنفسنا وأموالنا وأهلنا وأولادنا وكل شيء أعطيتنا. اللهم جملنا بالعافية والسلامة وحققنا بالتقوى والاستقامة وأعذنا من موجبات الندامة في الحال والمال إنك سميع الدعاء. واغفر لنا وارحمنا ووالدينا ولإخواننا ولأخواتنا ولمن أحبنا فيك ولمن أحسن إلينا ولجميع المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. تقبل الله.
Minna wa minkum taqabbal karim. Your Majesties, ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Kingdom of Sulu Galadina, in conjunction with His Majesty Sultan Madarussalam Aslam Kiram, the 30th Legitimate Sultan of Sulu, hosted by His Excellency Sri Raja Datuk Sri Farid Ibrahim, the Special Envoy of Southern Philippines Development Authority, sponsored by Sulu Free Trade Zone Incorporated.
Hi, good evening everyone. I am Gerry.
I am Datuk Paduka Tuan Asmawi.
And of course, the Royal Kingdom of Sulu is truly honored and blessed to have all of you tonight as we celebrate the 52nd birthday of His Majesty Sultan
Mudara
Abdulgani. Alright. And as I have said, we have already witnessed the conferment ceremony. This is to recognize their continuing advocacy to uplift the welfare of the people and for their extraordinary effort to unify the nation. And also, we will also be able to witness the signing of Memorandum of Agreement between the Royal Kingdom of Sulu and other institutions to pursue the implementation of development projects in southern Philippines. And to start off, may we call on?
And Your Majesties, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again we would like to extend our warmest thanks and appreciation to our royal guest, His Majesty Sultan Madarussalam Islam Kiram,
Ano iya, sana?
Almarhum Sultan Muhammad Abdullah Kiram, the 30th legitimate ruler of the Royal Kingdom of Sulu Darussalam, and Her Majesty Sultan Abdullah Kiram, the Queen of Royal Sulu, for their royal appearance to such a special occasion tonight.
Ismail ka naman.
Yes, Del, we go for the next itinerary.
Yes.
This is the opening speech by the President of Sulu Trade Zone. I now invite His Excellency Sri Raja Datuk Sri Farid Ibrahim to give welcoming remarks. Datuk Sri.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good evening. Magandang gabi ng iyong lahat. Good evening. Distinguished guests, awardees who has been awarded just now, ladies and gentlemen. Today, it is a very, very great evening that we have in conjunction with the His Majesty birthday anniversary of the 52nd. Happy birthday, Tuanku. May God, may Allah Ta'ala bless and keep you in safe and secure. At first, outside, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to His Majesty Sultan Muda Rasulullah Al-Aslam Kiram and Her Majesty Raya Irang for the trust and confidence bestowed upon me, having been elevated as the rank of the Royal Grand General. Ladies and gentlemen, on the same vein, I wish also to personally manifest my heartfelt thanks to the Honorable, the Administrator of Southern Philippines Development Authority, Sir Gerry A. Salapuddin, of the Southern Philippines Development Authority, or SPDA, for the distinct and singular honor of being appointed to the position of the Special Envoy of SPDA. Equally, it is equally important and also an equal support extended to me by also all the staff of Southern Philippine Development Authority. In order for me to efficiently deliver my duty. Of course, for the people of Mindanao as well as the Philippines.
Our
Ladies and
protocol
gentlemen,
in this
let me
event
also
was
welcome
according to Mr. Danny Mangas and according
all
to
the
the
distinguished
head of this
guests
event, no photos taking po.
and our important partners,
Only the media can cover the
investors,
event.
Only the media.
Yes
who
po.
I
took
am
time
with the media.
Sorry po
out of the
sir.
way
I
from
am with
their
the media.
hectic business schedule to be with us tonight. Give a very big round of applause
Sorry po sir.
to all of you.
Kasi ano po, nakuha po namin yung list ng
To be with us tonight
Kasi
with
nakita
their
kasi
Media.
and in view
Majesty po pala ang
supporting of
nagbigay
the
sa inyo.
Oh,
initiative
direkta kami.
and the
Direct,
leadership
we
of
are from direct.
Yes po, sorry po sir
Okay, okay.
under the dynamic leadership of the Administrator of SPDA, Sir Gerry A. Salapuddin, in accordance and consistent with the President Duterte roadmap towards the robust Philippine economy and strengthen ties among neighboring nations, especially the SPDA recent initiative in the Peace Village, which is just been launched last month in Tungawan, Zamboanga, Sibugay. We also are fortunate tonight that we have in our midst of business giants, for example, from Fusionex, Mr. Ihin Sri Awan Ting and team. Welcome to Manila. And also the Akasis Group. Akasis Group. Welcome to Manila. And also not to forget the Century Properties Group. Welcome tonight, everybody. As well as the, and also GELDC. Welcome. And also many others not mentioned here. This global cooperation among the big business entities will then surely help the great turnaround of the Sulu people, His Majesty, Mindanao, and the whole Philippines in terms of the creation of the thousands of, not millions, of jobs and business opportunity that we are going to experience tonight. Doing business with ease in the Philippines is now the game changer that will then lead by the SPDA, especially in the southern Philippines. And it's also my commitment and our commitment on behalf of the Royal Sulu Free Trade Zone Inc. to fully support and harness the potential and the door of opportunities that SFTZ, Sulu Free Trade Zone Inc., SPDA, and also not to forget Amanah Islamic Bank that are going to be in joint venture, okay, to establish an economic zones, new economic zones in Kapul Island, Sulu. Okay. The land is about 18,000 acres, owned by His Majesty, that we will transform into island city. And also not to forget, the establishment of this economic zone, also with the guidance of the Philippine Economic Zone Authority, PEZA, and REZA, including, in order to basically work together to make this dream come true. Finally, it's also my heartiest congratulations to the key officials of the Virtual Currency Philippines Inc., who is here tonight. Datuk Sri Desmond, where are you? I would like to also congratulate again to the Virtual Currency Philippines Inc., who is here tonight, of obtaining the approvals from the Bangko Sentral of the Philippines for the virtual currency exchange. This is the latest economic transformations or financial model that we are going to experience tonight. There will be a few groups of a consultant, and also maybe from SPDA will be giving some presentation for everybody tonight to understand more how we can develop this Sulu Island as the island city. Last but not least, again, before I end my speech, I would like to congratulate His Majesty Sultan Buddha Rasulullah Al-Sam Kiram again for his birthday anniversary today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Salapuddin, Basilan Gerry.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. As a good soldier, even if I was not really informed that I will make presentation tonight, I will do my best to deliver what I should. His Majesty, the legitimate Sultan of Sulu, who despite his comfortable life in Malaysia, had decided to return to the Philippines in order to help the Duterte administration promote trade and investment, particularly in Mindanao, and especially in Sulu. His Majesty Sultan Buddha Rasulullah A. Kiram and his beautiful queen, Her Majesty Dayang Nur Hijra Iram. Palakpakan natin. My good friend who has just been promoted to Chamberlain of the Royal Sultanate of Sulu, His Excellency Behid Datusri Raja Farid Ibrahim, who incidentally is also the special envoy designated by the Southern Philippines Development Authority and the Philippine Economic Zone Authority to help our country promote trade and investment to the Philippines, not only from Malaysia, from Southeast Asia, from China, and other countries of the world. All the notable guests at the presidential table and other prominent personalities who are gathered tonight from near and far, who are here not only to attend the gala dinner and incidentally the 52nd birthday of His Majesty Sultan Abdulgani Piram, but to probably commit to helping us mobilize trade and investment for Mindanao in particular, and of course to the country. Sa inyo pong lahat, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Peace be with you. At the outset, let me say that this event tonight is not only historical and unprecedented, but this is the first giant step in bringing the consciousness of the world to Mindanao, especially so because we have for the first time in the history of our country a president from Mindanao. When the president appointed me as administrator and executive officer of the Southern Philippines Development Authority, I told myself I will give my all and the best that I can to help the president lift up the socio-economic development of Mindanao. Precisely because the creation of the Southern Philippines Development Authority by the late President Ferdinand Marcos was a response to the Moro Rebellion in the South, just 2 years after the Great War was fought in Mindanao by the Moro National Liberation Front. And that president, with all his wisdom, created the Southern Philippines Development Authority. This authority has very broad powers. It can go into any socio-economic enterprises or ventures. It can even give sovereign guarantee. It has the most land properties of all the agencies of government. It has land properties in almost all the cities of Mindanao. I was surprised to find it when I assumed as administrator of the authority. I never thought that it had that much. Unfortunately, it was never fully utilized by those people that were appointed to the position before me. Maybe because in the past, the Southern Philippines Development Authority was just thought of as a political trophy by the President of the Philippines, which they give to any of their supporters, even without the necessary managerial and leadership skills to turn around the economy of Mindanao. So as I have said, when you appoint a tricycle driver to become a pilot, don't expect miracle to happen. It is a question of appointing the right person. I'm not saying that I'm the right person, But as always, it should always be the right screw to the right hole, and not a square peg in a round hole. The reason why the Southern Philippines Development Authority had designated His Excellency Dr. Farid Ibrahim as our special envoy, first because I believe in his vision and political will. Second, I believe in the peaceful efforts of the Sultan of Sulu, who is not intending to put a problem between our government and Malaysia, but to bring the two countries together. After all, the Filipinos belong to the Malayan race. Even Dr. Jose Rizal is recognized by the Malaysians as also one of their heroes, because Dr. Jose Rizal belongs to the Malayan race. No? And by 2020, the ASEAN agenda is there will be economic integration by 2020. That is 22 years from now. By 2022, there will be a complete ASEAN integration, not just the economy, but the ASEAN integration, just like the European Union, where the 10 ASEAN member countries will become borderless. There will be free flow of trade and investment, of capital, labor, and what have you. The questions we have to ask fellow Filipinos, are we ready for that? Or are we just contented to become dumping grounds of the imported products of other countries? We have to realize that the market is getting bigger. Our market will be the 10 countries, of course, and we will also be united as 10 countries to face the market and world economy. And together we can be better. And when Datu Farid Ibrahim and His Majesty the Sultan invited me to a dinner and floated the idea of transforming a probably unknown island, Tabul Island, in Sulu, which sometimes, just like Basilan, is only noted for terrorism, noted for the Abu Sayyaf and the ISIS, into a sort of a wonderland. I did not have second thought. I told myself, Dubai, 10 years ago, was just a desert kingdom. The only main industry of Dubai was the pearl industry. But now, Dubai, a small poet in the Middle East, is a holder of many world records. It has the most expensive hotel. The only 7-star hotel in the world is in Dubai, the Burj Al Arab. All the top hotels of the world are only 5-star hotel, but Burj Al Arab is 7-star hotel. It has the largest mall in the world, the largest and the most modern airport in the world, where before flights to the Middle East and Africa did not pass Dubai, but now they have to pass Dubai, because it is now the regional hub. No? It has the tallest building in the world, everybody knows about that. And they are planning to build an even taller building, because a building constructed in Saudi Arabia will become taller than Burj Khalifa when completed, a project of Prince Al Walid Al Talal. So that is why Dubai, not wanting to be overtaken, will be building much taller skyscraper. But anyway, why do I mention about Dubai? Because I wanted to become our inspiration. Unknown to many of us, now the most modern and the most beautiful city-state in the world. But you also have our neighbor Singapore. Singapore even has to import its water from Johor Bahru, but has a stronger economy than Malaysia. It has a stronger currency than Malaysia. Today, I learned that it is not in the size of the nation that makes you become respectable, but it's in the size of your economy. And in line with the peace and development agenda of the President, we from the Southern Philippines Development Authority had conceptualized the Peace Village, or the People, Economic Advancement, and Community Empowerment. Unlike all rehabilitation program of government, for the records, this is going to be different because we will be building a community, not just rehabilitating few hundreds or thousands of people. Because it's not only easier to monitor, but it will generate socio-economic impact. Another inspiring model is the FELDA system in Malaysia. Anyway, as far as the Tapul economic zone, there are still lots of things that we've got to do. We will be continuously engaging Farid Ibrahim and the Sultan in the coming days. We will have to conduct ocular inspection and probably go to see the site of the economic zone together with representatives of BEZA and REZA of the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, later to become the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. And inshallah, this is not just a dream, this is not just a plan, this is going to be a reality. What is only needed is we must have the political will to get things done. And the inspiration in our minds is, if others can do it, why can't we? I was telling the officials in Malacanang, if we cannot do it under a Mindanaoan president to develop Mindanao, I doubt if we can change Mindanao at all under another president. In closing, I would like to thank His Majesty the Sultan and his beautiful wife, Datu Farid Ibrahim, for inviting me to this occasion, but I thought I was just coming here to take dinner with them. Anyway, thank you very much for this invitation. Sa inyo pong lahat, maraming salamat po. Billahi taufiq, waligayang assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gerry Salapuddin of the Southern Philippine Development Authority. Yes, next, we now invite.
Good evening, Your Highness. Actually, I was not informed that I'm going to speak at the very beginning. So, greetings from Sovereignty from the peaceful covenant of the United Nations. And I wish blessed happy birthday to you, and a special greetings from Madam Amina Mohammed, the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. We just had a meeting last couple of weeks ago, and I was informed that the Philippines will be supported by the United Nations. And I believe the delegates might be unaware. I was just appointed as also additionally Director of IMF Asia. So for this, we are fully willing to support the Philippines and that of the countries, the ASEAN region. Regarding Mindanao, if people would see that this is one of the part of the Philippines, like in India, we have Kashmir has always been betrayed by the most political parties and the governance. So I hope that it's time that under Sultan Kiram, this will be time that with the good president like President Duterte to support the government and also to the part of the Mindanao. And before I depart my small greetings, I would also like to announce a special announcement. This is coming from the International Court of Justice and the International Council of Jurists, signed by the President of the International Court of Jurists, that they are going to recognize the President for his distinguished anti-drug campaign, which is one of the very few has been done because the President has been distributed by other governments, entities, or even some of the NGOs all over the world. So it's time that I hope that we have already reached the President's office, and I hope that the President's office will accept it. So to be present, again, happy birthday.
It is with great privilege to be here, and it was so nice to really hear everything that was actually said by the two gentlemen was just spoken to me. Allow me to present to you this. Sir, this just today. Assalamualaikum, His Majesty Sultan Rasalai Ay Kiram, and Her Majesty Dayang Nur Hiraj Kiram, to the Crown Prince here, who's currently here right now, and together with the Prince and the Crown Princess of our guests today, to our honorable guests, visitors, investors, good evening. It is a privilege for all of us to gather here and celebrate the birthday of His Royal Highness along all other royals present in the room. And in support to the Southern Philippine Development Authority, what he said along in collaboration with the government and with all the expectation that we have, it is such a great dream for all the Filipinos, and that would cover even for the part of the southern part of the Philippines. Let me present to you the plans, stories that is about to succeed in the next coming years. Let us be part of this, what we call the creation of the shore city of the South. Okay, we are going to be tackling about the Kapul Island. This is just for the benefit of those who doesn't have any idea about the Kapul Island. Kapul Island is one of the islands in the Sulu area with a total of 86 square kilometers or 8,600 hectares and a population of 18,200. So those who are actually really good in mathematics, if you're going to look at the site and the size of the area, this would allow a lot of work to be done in that island, since it could cover a lot of people to house in, a lot of buildings and infrastructures that would totally support the side of southern of Sulu. Kapul Island is actually classified as a 5th class municipality, consists of 15 barangay. It is part of the Sulu archipelago, a chain of islands in the Pacific Ocean in southern Philippines form the northern limit of the Celebes Sea and the southern limit of the Sulu Sea. So those who have actually really are understanding of the geographical design, this was the coverage of that part. Before the coming of the Spaniards, the ethnic group of Sulu, I'd like to just give you a very brief history of what was actually in Kapul Island. But you can always enjoy your food while I discuss the Kapul Island and giving you more of that, because I was looking at everybody and it's like, gutom na ako. So you can actually enjoy your food and thinking about what are the great stories to be happening in that area. So working out as a plan, here is the making of the shore city. So everybody, we are inviting everybody to be part of the making of the shore city in the southern city of Sulu. So, two objectives that we have here is one, the very first primary here is that we would like to develop the entire island of Kapul as a modern ecotourism, as was actually mentioned earlier by the gentleman before me, and to provide job opportunities. When the ecotourism is already open, everything comes in. Investment, opportunity for jobs, creations of different channels of blessings for all. And this goes to all the Filipinos. So if we're going to look at those plans that we mentioned, the master plan actually consists of 8 zones. This is the Grand Palace and Grand Mosque Complex, Airport Complex. We also have here the resorts and coral resorts, the community area, central business district, the golf course, recreation complex, the seaport fish port complex, and reserve forest parks. So all of this, for the Zone 1, as we start, this is actually consisting of a 350 hectares on the apex of the mountain of the island surrounded by the lush natural green. The Grand Mosque and the Grand Palace designed with an Islamic traditional theme. So what I'm going to show you right now is actually just a potential look, but these are all taken from the photos of existing mosques in different countries. So do not think this is the plan yet, okay? So do not quote me for this, but this is just the ideal one. Kapul Island being the highest peak is 474 meters above sea level. Average terrain is 100 to 200 meters above sea level. So this is the current view of the island right now. And out of those 8 that I mentioned as part of the master plan, this is actually the first Zone 1. You can see the number 1 as highlighted as the one to be covered to provide hosting for the following. It could be a Grand Mosque, Grand Palace, the dungeon, and the gateway. So if we're going to be describing this, it's actually a 350 hectares. Imagine the size, but what it could bring. If we get all the support from the government, if we get all the support from all other potential investors, think about how the history will ever change the southern part of Cebu. So it excites me how much more the people that are coming from that area. For the Zone 2, so this is the look of the Grand Palace, Gerry Gateway. The second one is covering the southern part of the Kapul Island. Zone 2 is the island gateway welcome guests. So it is expected as one of the best places to be developed. Why? Because it's actually intended to greet all the guests. It would shuttle all around the white cafe on the hill along the personal experience, sights and sounds, and this could be the possible look of that. These are the potential, but these are actually taken from different locations. As mentioned earlier by the SPDA earlier, I was actually a senior consultant in Dubai, and I could really relate exactly from how he described the taxes, the free zones, the training, and all these kinds of development. If this happens fast to all of us for this part, you can imagine how much, just exactly the way the history opened the trading system in the Philippines. If you're just going to go back to the history. Those are the proposed duty-free malls that's in there. If I'm going to look at it, I was thinking, magkakaroon ng duty-free in that area, thinking about how we are enjoying here in Manila as well. So if it attracts the tourism in that area, therefore it will also attract people that area is not just simply for the usual farming and fishing. It would actually open a lot of gates for people to put leisure in that area as well. They could shop, they could do a lot of things. The third part would be resort complex. So if you're going to look at the side, there's 2 sides. One is on the south side, highlighted in blue. The other one is on the downside. This Zone 3 is 985 hectares and shall be developed as resorts and preserved as coral reserves. This is something that I really like about the planning of the master plan for this. They are totally considering as well, the reserves of the area. It's not just really thinking about prospering the area, but more likely on just developing it at the same time preserving the resources. And this is something that's really things that happen in other countries. And it was so nice to think about it that it's being planned as well in this country. So if they have been considering the coral reserves as part of the island ecotourism, I was really amazed by the way Sir Gerry delivered these things of mindset in this country. You develop, and at the same time, you establish some policies. For the Zone 5, that's the residential complex. So that's the highlighted in yellow. If we're to describe this one, this is actually 485 hectares and shall be developed as a community low-cost housing community. basically for the island's inhabitants. Houses of Malay, Polynesian cuisine, showcasing elements of simple Tausug culture. I was so young when I actually heard about the Tausug long back. And then I realized, oh, they really exist. And it is so nice to pass around this kind of history. And to think about that, I'm already now at this age. And I'm going to think about the future generations after me. I actually have 5 children. And I will be passing the same story to them. If I'm going to look at that, this kind of history of the Tausug, the Polynesian, the Malay, you know, when I was actually in abroad, and the people are trying to trace what is your race. Sometimes, because during the time when I learned the history, I was thinking I was actually from Malay. But, you know, in the history, they keep on changing, and then they become just, no, you don't have any race. You do not belong in Chinese, you do not belong in Malay, you do not belong in this thing. But now, you can realize this is now being developed in the country. So, the Zone 4, if this is actually going to be something that would house a lot of people, this could be the potential look of that. It could have the botanical garden as well, which is also, we have something in Dubai. They have this garden in Dubai that you can see all of those plants. Thinking of the weather in that area, thinking of the weather that we have, which is, I would say, the Philippines has a better weather. And that could something that we would all benefit. And these are the residential community that could be placed in that area. Thinking of these people, after all those challenges that we've had, as we all knew what has happened in Marawi, on this area as well, we could have this kind of potential to house in this kind of community. For the Zone 5, now we have this one. It's about, if we have people here who was very interested in entrepreneur, this is the Zone 5. It will actually cover the 485 hectares and shall be developed into buildings of split levels with a composite of contemporary and traditional things facing the northern sea breeze, elevated from the sea overlooking Zone 4. So it's actually near the Zone 4. If you're going to look back at the Zone 4, it has a lot of different leisure location. Now this oversees that one. So this is the ideal look of what could happen in that Tapul Island. It could have banks, it could have offices, it could create jobs, and everything that could be in that location. Next is the Zone 6. It will be the 503 hectares and shall be located on the western side of the island, facing the sunset, having the tranquility over the greens and feeling the flow of the breeze of the ocean side. I can only read what is being described here because I've never been into that area, but listening to how it was actually being described, it excites a lot of people. How much more the investors that would actually take place in that area to put up all this into reality. So this is actually the location for the golf course, hotels and executive villas, sports, recreation facilities, football stadium, AC main football academy, and theme parks. The long-term vision for the Tapul Island, if you're going to map where this is located, as I mentioned, AC Milan, as you can see there, down from the bottom. What is AC Milan? Filipinos are very known for loving basketball, right? We really love basketball. But think about the AC Milan. I'd like to mention the, His Excellency Piling Sir Diraha Dato Sarifay Ibrahim. If we could give him a hand of this. I'd like to congratulate him for really facilitating the initiative of having this connection with the AC Milan, right? There has been an intent. It's actually more of a football. So, if you've heard a lot of people that they've developed the basketball, they've developed the swimming, this area will be developed in a location for the people to be trained for football. So ngayon, we will be very, very excited about it. Why? Because we're not just thinking about the basketball, thinking about the sizes of the teams. This is a football, something that if we have the facilities to be trained with, every people would go to that area to be trained. A lot of international players could actually go to that location as well. So that initiative is through the envoy of His Excellency Sir Fahid Ibrahim. That's the golf course. The theme parks. Again, the one on top is actually, as everybody knows, it's from Singapore. But no one would ever say that we cannot do anything that's happening in Singapore to be done in the Philippines as well. And that initiative is all in the Tapal Island. For the Zone 6, for the Zone 7, this is the seaport. This is something that the Philippines has. We have the Manila, we have different locations. Why? Because our country is, made up of 7,100 islands, surrounded by the sea. Now, if this seaport is being developed in that location, we will be having a 43 hectares and host the following seaport, fish port, and the fish market. So think about those products that we currently have. If other countries would say the Philippines is really good in having this would really provide another challenge for our country to again be considered and honored on this area. So all those research that we have in that area, due to the development of this seaport, it will provide avenue for more people to enjoy the products that we have. For the Zone 8, this is going to be the forest reserve. This is actually a 2,000 hectares and will be protected forest reserve and local species, habitat of plants and animals, and locals, and natural farming and poultry industry. So imagine those reserves this big, that there is a plan as well to take care of that. So how much more these people could maintain the longevity of the island. They do not just think of developing it, but they're more likely as well considering how they would take care of it for a very long term. And through this, we should be very thankful with the leadership of our Sultan. Of that, the Royal Kingdom of Sulu, His Majesty Sultan Mudaras Sulay Alastam Kiram. His leadership is totally will be passed to the next generation. Anything that we have taught here, if this prosper and happen, which we claim will happen, this is going to be something that will change the history of what we know about Cebu, of what we know about Southern Cebu.
For any and all projects or program under this agreement, will provide the necessary real estate for the location of the same. Provide reference for the basic information that are needed at the ground, act as facilitator with all local government units and residents in Sulu, and ensure the security and protection of the project and its personnel while in the field. Ladies and gentlemen, let us focus on stage. The memorandum of agreement will take place by tripartite. His Majesty Sultan of Sulu, Mr. Abdulgani Salapuddin, and Mr. Alex P. Wakola. Roster Vistos. With your permission, Your Majesty. Thank you very much, Your Majesty. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please.
And let's give a round of applause again to our president. And of course, His Excellency Seri Dirahadato Seri Farid Ibrahim. Thank you very much for inviting me. We just had a meeting, I think it was a few days ago, and where they presented this City of the South Island, and they told me we have to present all about possible medical tourism that can happen with this 17,000 hectares island. For now, a lot of friends and relatives here, and also some colleagues. Knows about medical tourism.
Dapat lagyan ng pin.
Traveling to a country to offer and obtain a medical treatment. Before, when you say medical tourism, from a less developed countries to a major medical center, these patients travel for availability of treatment. But now it's a different thing. It's the highly developed countries who travel to the developed countries like the Philippines. The top medical countries that is been offering medical tourism are, one is Thailand, Singapore, India, Malaysia, South Korea, Vietnam, Dubai, Philippines, and Japan. Now, the question is, why the Philippines considered to be the heart of Asia for medical tourism? In 2015 alone, the Philippines was ranked number 8 among the top medical tourism destinations in the world. This is according to the Manila Times newspaper. A medical healthcare and wellness tourism destination. There are like around 200,000 number of foreigners who come to the Philippines for a different number of healthcare services. Common health services that's available and offered in the Philippines is one, aesthetic procedure or cosmetic surgery. They come here for their dental treatment, dermatology, eye surgery or ophthalmology, fertility treatment, general surgery, hair transplant, rehabilitation, weight loss, and of course the newest one, stem cell treatment or stem cell therapy. First, because Philippines is an English fluent people. The Filipinos are very fluent in English. In their business, education, and healthcare facilities, we use English.
Kilala niya yung kasama namin si Norin Palong.
We are the world's third largest English-speaking
Kanangin mong
nation,
istorya muna si Ibrahim.
and foreigners who speak English will have no difficulty operating with the transaction with Filipinos. Second, top-notch facilities. We have the best therapeutic and intensive care facilities. This is one of my hospitals, the Gerry Doctors Medical Center, and this is the South City Hospital Medical Center that will be turned over Friday. And this one is the South East Medical Specialist, which is 40% done. And the latest is that because Boracay now is closed in October, we'll be starting the construction of our new medical center. We call it Boracay Medical and Wellness Center, which will be done also in Makati. Yes, you know, those tertiary hospitals for medical tourism are better equipped. Most hospitals in comparison in US, Canada, and Europe. Seamless world-class healthcare partnership are forged between the country's top hospitals, medical institutions, overseas, especially in the US. We have a highly qualified healthcare team. We are very knowledgeable, very skillful. Philippine doctors who receive best medical education from established institutions recognized around the world. In terms of experience, we have a rigid and extensive treatments in comparison with other countries. Most of the doctors here are board certified. In terms of education, they care about your health and wellness. In terms of affordability, we have an affordable treatment. Let's say, for example, the cost of a bone marrow transplant. In the United States alone, the cost will be like around $250,000 versus in the Philippines, it only costs $20,000. In terms of other cosmetic surgery procedures, here in our country, like the facelift, it only costs you $3,500 compared to Thailand, like around $8,000 in Malaysia, $7,000, Singapore $6,000, India $5,000. Breast augmentation, we have the list cost that only costs you $3,000, and in liposuction only $2,000 in comparison with the other countries. Some of the medical treatment, like coronary artery bypass in the Philippines, it only costs you between $12,000 to $17,000 US, and in Thailand it's like around $22,000. In knee replacement, prostate surgery, and gastric bypass, Philippines still rank the least amount that you can pay for this kind of treatment. The good thing with the Philippines, we have 7,100 islands to choose where you want to recovery after your medical, especially Tapo. When I say Tapo means tourist area with powerful universal law. That's Tapo. Filipinos have the hearts and the right place. Filipinos are happy people. Everybody will agree on that. Is that right? We are happy people. Filipinos are compassionate. Bioresearch study shows that patients recover faster and happier when they receive compassionate care. Filipinos' values are what we even over other tourists. Filipinos are friendly and very hospitable. In terms of industry snapshots, in the world market for medical tourism is that wellness tourism is like around 106 billion, and for medical tourism is like $50 billion. Imagine we need just a slice of those 106 billion and 50 billion for our country. Philippines has more advantage in comparison with other countries like income tax holiday, 5% rate on gross income after the law, additional deduction for labor expenses, duty-free or duty-reduced importation of capital equipment, unrestricted use of consigned equipment, tax credit on raw materials and supplies, additional deduction from other major infrastructure.
Adawiya Kiram, Honorable Farid Ibrahim, Envoy Special Advisor for Philippines Economic Zone Authority, Gerry Salapuddin, CEO of SPDA, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is indeed an honor to be in the company of visionaries, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and stakeholders tonight. Imagine a girl running away from sounds of gunshots closing in the middle of the night. Imagine a little girl praying in a corner of a bus she's on, scared, because it could be ambushed anytime. Imagine this little girl can tell a sound of a gunshot if it hit a target or not. I was that little girl. And that was the Mindanao that I grew up in. Today, this experience is still sporadically shared by thousands of children and women in Mindanao. This must change. This must stop. Although I have lived in Canada for most of my life, my heart has stayed with the people of Mindanao. My determination that no child someday will go through the same experience has become a driving force behind my effort with my incredible team of women to bring technology and infrastructure that could make Mindanao a secure, safe, and efficient place to live. My company, Sage Tech Strategies, is a systems integrator for several state-owned companies in China, such as Huawei Safe City Solutions, CEEC China Electric Engineering Corporation, China Intelligent Transportation System Holdings Company Limited, and Sumitomo Group. I am also a partner for FinTech Select, a publicly traded cryptocurrency exchange in Canada, and Blockgration Global. Blockgration Global is a digital wallet with integrated blockchain gateway. It is also a prepaid card platform, a global correspondent network, a money transfer platform, an exchange platform, trading platform. Technology has come a long way, and I believe that through technology we can achieve a safe and secure Mindanao. Through technology we can fast-track the lost years of progress that we owe to the people of Mindanao. The beneficiaries of Safe Mindanao project will not only be the children and women, but stable economic progress. Investors will be encouraged to invest, especially in building the southwest of Mindanao, Zamboanga, Tapul, Sulu, to name a few. The southwest of Mindanao Islands are strategically located in trading and transportation of goods from other countries. Building Southwest Philippines, specifically Tapul Island, could be the economic game changer. Not only for Mindanao, but for the entire country. No doubt the development of Tapul Island and surrounding areas could be the forefront in taking Philippines back to the status of the Tiger of Asia again. Sultan Kiram, thank you so much for making your birthday anniversary a platform for change and progress. I would like to take this opportunity as well to thank Special Envoy Farid Ibrahim for your passion for Mindanao. You have a brilliant mind and indeed a visionary. And on the lighter side of this speech, as soon as I heard about Special Envoy Ibrahim's plan for Tapul Island, I literally booked my flight right away, as I know this is exciting opportunity that only comes once. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
Rebecca. As far as you're concerned, he is the cryptocurrency expert who will talk about the contact technologies. Los amigos, Mr. Omar Rebecca.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. And selamat puasa. Alhamdulillah, it's a very excited that I invite today. Nobody knows me and nobody know who I am. Now, I stand in front of you. I am a Basilan boy, just grade 1. But I create one system that could be passionate for all over the Asia, called Asian currency coin. It is the first Filipino developed coin that could be place where you can secure just what inclusions of all the system that David told you just now. We are still developing for security in fintech and blockchain currency. Now, as I am, nobody knows me who I am. That's a small boy. The important is the idea and IQ. We are Filipino, have a little sickness, crab mentality. Okay. The Filipinos, mostly, they are not satisfied for what the people are doing, just as what we have now. And lots of Filipinos have been invented things, but they are not supporting, because what they want is they own it. Today, I present nothing, just name, but you can search on Google, you can search on YouTube, on Facebook, I'm in. But don't mistake, it has 3 kinds of AC. One is ASEAN, one is Asia, one is ACC coin. The ACC coins is Filipino developed. It's me. It's for Philippines next currency and all Asian currency. So today, you are not seen yet in any platform of exchanges, which is CoinCap or anything. I'm not yet come to that platform. I'm still looking for backup for what is the coins do. Just what our Honorable Gerry Salapuddin said, the Tapul Island, nobody knows. And all people are afraid to come there because it is an Abu Sayyaf place. Our place is very scattered to all tourism. But now, Alhamdulillah, with the Honorable Farid Ibrahim, have a brilliant idea to create and buy all the investors and the Majesty creates some development in our island. It could be passionate that this coin become a way to develop our homeland. When before, Mindanao, when you said you are from Mindanao, from Holo, from Basilan, from Sulu, from Tawi-Tawi, what else in the they are afraid of you. Just like me, when you have a bill, people will afraid. Because you are killing people, but you don't know. The Muslim Mindanao is a very friendly. We are not a scattered person. We are very friendly. Now, Alhamdulillah, the Honorable Farid and the Honorable Majesty, they joined venture to do this brilliant idea, to create this. I will be the one who joined them to create, inshallah. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Our final speaker will be Mr. Rush Francois,
Kasi bigay siya.
CEO of Rare Metal Testing Company.
Hanapin ko.
President Business.
Wala. Kasi si Sultan lang magbibigay siya.
Ay, meron na.
Binigyan ka na. Ay pa lang. Oo. Ang hihingi ko sa'yo yung malaki, yung parang gold. Tapakin.
Yung ikot.
Yung ikot.
Wala ako.
Si Sultan.
Mamaya na. Wala ka na lang. Bigay naman yung kausapin man. Yung sa kanila, tulad sa officer kasi sila.
Saan? Ano kami? Officer kami dito. Dato ko po.
Officer ko.
Ano ba yan? Kami lang Pilipino dito na ginawang dato ni Sultan. Kami lang. Dato. Ang dato sa kanya, kami naman yan. Pero yung Sultan ko sa mga Muslim, Kamlon Maylandas. Dalawa lang kami ginawang dato dito. Lahat yan mga Malaysians. Kami lang pinili niya.
Especially His Majesty Sultan Kiram, his wife Queen, all honorable guests and investors. I would say, and investor in Philippines since 28 years, I built my company around mining and refining precious metal. I have a trading platform in Hong Kong. It's a rare metal Pacific. And we would be happy to help the Sultan to support all the projects that are made for Sultan. I'm sharing something with Sultan. Switzerland National Day is today, so you share something with a beautiful country. And maybe the most free economy in the world. So my subject is gold and downstream industry by and for the people of Mindanao. As everyone knows, Philippines is the second biggest mining desert in the world, after South Africa, concerning gold deposits. Still untouched, most of them, because of all the issues, environmental issues, religious opposition to mining, etc., etc. So my discussion will be about mining issues and what can we do to address this. So it's all about sustainable development. Nobody wants one industry only for now, and we kill or we destroy our environment, for our children, we pollute our water, phreatic now. So in all industry, including farming, fishing, tourism, in the case of Sulu, we'll have a lot of tourism. Tourism has a bad impact, which you see with the President the closure of Boracay. But if we address those problems and think about those problems before, we can avoid a mess like that. So everyone involved in and at any level of any industry or government think and act for the future generation, not only for immediate profit. everyone doing the best he could to achieve sustainable goal by use of technology and apply the best and actual knowledge and technology. Avoiding taking shortcuts that will lead to poor or catastrophic results. Avoiding passing actual problem and contamination to future generations. Recycling of all kinds of scrap as much as possible to preserve resources on Earth. So, as you can see this page, everybody is involved, not only the mining industry. Everybody has to do his part for saving the environment, the beautiful beach you have, preserving the water. Everybody has to do his part. Now I will speak a bit about gold mining, small scale and large scale mining. A lot of issues have passed in the press in the past 1 or 2 years, especially in the time of Gina Lopez. There is no difference in technology between the two groups. They are big players, formal big mining companies, and there is a lot of small-scale miners. 1.2 million small-scale miners around the Philippines. The only difference is how they use it, how they are using, and how they understand potential risks and consequences of what and what preventive measures they can apply to avoid accident as pollution, and so they can pass a clean and disciplined industry to future generations. Small-scale miners are scattered in the land. They are not all grouped in a single place, just like big mining companies. So technology solutions will start and have to be applied from the mine site proper to the processing facility. As you know, in mining, you mine, you do the hard job, get the rock, but after you have to send either process your product on site or send it to a processing plant. The difficulty there is that you cannot process in any small scale then and have a processing plant. So small scale miners work with dangerous chemicals. You heard in the newspaper, the TV, they work with cyanide, which is a deadly product for humans. 1 milligram per kilo will kill a man. 1 milligram means the size of a sugar grain can kill a person of 80 kilos. They work also with mercury. Mercury stays forever in the phreatic nap. So this is the most dangerous product they can use. And this has to stop. It has been banned all over the world. In Philippines, there is still a lot of people using it. People are smuggling the mercury from other countries. The middleman makes the big profit. And guess who are the people who can import material like this without being endangered by or catch by the law? Those small-scale miners know only what their father, their brother, their co-worker have teach them. They have no proper chemistry education. So they don't understand always environment and health consequences of what they do, what they use. And the byproduct, after having used, there is always a byproduct. Big mining companies have engineers in charge of respecting the law as safety, health, and environment. DNR can easily control them. They have a big processing plant. They can do surprise control at any time. Those small-scale miners are scattered everywhere, more difficult to control. So the solution, I tell already to DNR people in Mindanao when they go to visit Iwanwan, because my Swiss company Metalor at that time sent me there to see how we can buy the gold of Mindanao. When I see the situation there, I ask a meeting with then the DNR manager, and I don't remember exactly his name in Mindanao. They sent in my report and they never even replied. They learned later why, because they are part of the people who are making money of the supply of cyanide and supply of mercury. So the idea is to organize all those small-scale miners by area into a cooperative. That cooperative will have the mandate to hire a chemical engineer that know the reaction of the product, know how the danger of that product, and know how to destroy this kind of a chemical without harm for the environment. Also a mandatory mining engineer. You heard also every year of the accident in the tunnel. If you have a mining engineer in the this mining engineer will service all those small tunnels and tell them what to do to avoid collapsing, to avoid water push and things like this. So small-scale miners also don't know how to detoxicate product, but cyanide is deadly product. You destroy it with Clorox, or you destroy it with hydrogen peroxide. Two very cheap chemicals, and in 1 hour you can destroy all the cyanide you have in your pound, all of your dam. The dam purpose is to collect the sand, because you powder the rock, so you have sand. So the dam will still be necessary, but the dam is not to let the cyanide die by the, or be killed by the sun. The dam is ready to hold the sun and avoid spilling of
Cyanide.
yes, sun going down the river, etc. The molecule of cyanide will be break down into oxygen, azote, which are part of our air, sodium carbonate, and water. All those chemical elements are not toxic. Technical support can be achieved by government agencies as DOST, DNR, or private sector with the small-scale miner. Small miner cooperatives. Sulu Free Zone approached me, and we have a few discussions about how we can achieve this goal. If we make a partnership by MOU with those small-scale company or cooperative, we will transfer them the knowledge. We transfer them the knowledge, we will educate them how to cheaply act and neutralize any poisonous chemical used in the mining industry. Of course, we will ask, they will say the compensation, we will ask them to sell the gold to us. And this, by buying their product, we are gold trader and refiner. So if we support them, they will have to support our company also. But the gold will not leave the Philippines. The gold will stay in the Philippines gold, and we can put on a trading platform that will generate money from that gold deposit. We can make very big profit in, if we are with the big bank, those who support like the Commerzbank, etc., HSBC, Deutsche Bank in Germany, who always support the gold industry over the past decade. We can have also a bank in Mindanao. They were related before from an Islamic bank. Maybe they would be interested in the platform and to trade the gold for us, for the Sulu economic zone. Of course, applicable tax will be levied by the government. Actually, the biggest problem, nobody wants to pay tax. So we have a lot of stories about smuggling gold directly to Hong Kong, to Singapore. That's not the solution also. The Philippine government has the right to collect something from what is soil. Another rule that we will have for the polluter payer. We will sell those who need some chemical license. You need police clearance to sell some of the chemicals that we have used, like cyanide, nitric acid, and other. It's very highly regulated. Still, the smuggling of those chemicals is still done in a big scale. So, when the small-scale miner buy chemical expensive, 5-10 times the normal price, do you think he must still pay $1 per kilo for his quality? We will try to save something. So the solution is to sell them cheap chemical. The cooperative will be in charge of controlling the destruction of this chemical and organize proper disposal through the chemical engineer. I'm done with my expose, so and we'll be happy to meet people from DNR in Mindanao again and explain more in detail between chemical engineers, more in detail what should be done for the distribution.
His Majesty Sultan will be signed both parties and by His Majesty the Sultan of Sulu, the 50th Lieutenant Lord of Royal Sulu Kingdom, and Mr. Raj Francois, Royal Medical Pacific, Hong Kong. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. May I now invite His Majesty and Mr. Raj Francois to send the document of memorandum of understanding of the official command of His Majesty the Sultan. Thank you very much. His Excellency, Presiden Sri Raja Datuk Sri Farid Ibrahim will now accompany His Majesty the 50th Lieutenant Sultan of Sulu and Mr. Raj Francois.
And now may we request to His Majesty to please stay on stage And may we call on the President and Founder of Gawad Filipino Foundation to present the plaque of recognition to His Majesty Sultan Mudrai Kiram.
Okay, Mr. Danilo.
And Mr. Charlie Mendoza from EuroTV Philippines.
And also would like to acknowledge the ambassador Ambassador ng Gawad Filipino, Carmen Sita Uy, President of Rotary Club, Gawad Filipino OYD, Heidi Taba, and Antonio Miranda, and also Ambassador Direct Benward and Ambassador Sarkar of United Nations.
Thank you.
The first plaque is a plaque of recognition, and let me read the citation. This plaque of recognition is hereby awarded to His Majesty Sultan Mudara Sulaim A. Kiram in full acknowledgement and recognition for his invaluable contribution and commitment to Jimadi's advocacy and program services. Moreover, for his unwavering dedication and continued support given to the Guardians Magistrate Advocators for Democracy International Incorporated as force multiplier of the Philippine National Police and the Association of Chiefs of Police of the Philippines Incorporated, or ACPI, worthy of recognition and emulation. Given on this first day of August in the year of our Lord 2018 at Shangrila Hotel, Manila, Philippines. Signed, Dr. Estela G. Bulacan, Secretary General of ACPI, Founding Mother Jimadi, PCGS Danilo Bulacan, Founding Father of Jimadi, and Attorney Lorenzo Gadon, Jimadi 1403, Head of Judiciary.
Plaque of appreciation, His Majesty Sultan Mudara Sulaim Kiram, in full acknowledgement and recognition of his invaluable contribution and commitment to Jimadi's advocacy and program services. Moreover, for his unwavering dedication and continued support given to the Guardians Magistrate Advocates for Democracy International Incorporated Jimadi as force multiplier of the Philippines National Police (PNP) and the Association of Chiefs of Police of the Philippines Incorporated (SPDA), worthy of appreciation and emulation. Given on this first day of August in the year of our Lord 2018 at Shangri-La Hotel, Manila, Philippines. Dr. Estela Bulacan, Secretary General of ACPPI, Founding Mother Jimadi, PCGS Danilo Bulacan, Founding Father Jimadi, and Attorney Lorenzo Gadon, Jimadi 1403, FH Judiciary. Please, sir.
Congratulations. And lastly, this plaque of recognition is hereby awarded to His Excellency Pegil Seri Diraha Datu Seri Farid Ibrahim in full acknowledgement and recognition for his invaluable contribution and commitment to Jimadi's advocacy and program services. Moreover, for his unwavering dedication and continued support given to the Guardians Magistrate Advocators for Democracy International Incorporated, the Association, or GMADI as Force Multiplier of the Philippine National Police, and the Association of Chiefs of Police of the Philippines Incorporated, or ACPI, worthy of recognition and emulation. Given on this first day of August, in the year of our Lord 2018 at Shangrila Hotel, Manila, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Estela G. Bulacan, Secretary General of ACPI and founding mother of GMADI. Commander Dr. Elisier C. Bungabo, President of ACPIA, and Chief Michael B. Silva, Executive Director of ACPI.
Congratulations to His Excellency His Brigadier Dr. Sri Farid Ibrahim as the Special Envoy of Southern Philippine Development Authority. Thank you very much. And thank you very much also to His Majesty Sultan Muda Rasulullah Islam Kiram and Her Majesty Sultanah Dayang Puino Rabi'atul Adawiyah Kiram, and to all on stage who have been very kind to present to His Majesty's awards and plaque of appreciation. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much.
Your Majesties, ladies and gentlemen, now